I was raised as an only child in a single parent home, and with a mom who supported me emotionally 100%. I wasn't successful in high school for many factors. Number one, we didn't have any money. We were living paycheck to paycheck. My mom was working very long hours. Number two, she was working long hours. I mean, I didn't see her at all. So I didn't have anyone to make sure I was getting my homework done, to make sure where I was. I absolutely wanted to succeed in school. I've always wanted to succeed in school, and I had a really hard time. And I remember not understanding the math, and my mom knew nothing about math. And she couldn't afford tutoring. I remember several times just saying, why can't I succeed? You know, what's wrong? You know, why isn't this working for me? Well, I married and I was in an abusive relationship for 10 years. There was a time that he stuck a gun to my head, and I could see my 2-year-old son watching that. And I thought, I don't want him to think that I believe in this kind of relationship. He needed to know I didn't believe in this. And by me staying there, I'm basically telling him I'm conceding to this type of relationship and that this is the way you treat a woman. And I made a conscious decision right then and there, with no money, no job, that it was over. I was helping my daughter do all of her paperwork to go to TCC, when all of a sudden I started crying because I felt so bad that I could not provide her an education. I then went, well, why? Why can't I? Well, I don't have an education myself. So it was at that point, looked around and I said, God, if this is your will, let the doors open, let it be known. Doors open like you wouldn't believe. One day I get an email from Catholic Charities. Want to know if I was interested in having a mentor help me stay on course. And I mean, just reading the title, Stay the Course, you have no idea how bad I needed that. Because if anyone was going to have obstacles coming their way to not stay the course, it was going to be me. But I had no idea what gift God gave me. My navigator literally told me all the steps to take to just get to class. I mean, I'm a mom of 4. Okay, let's lay out their clothes the night before. Why don't you try this tip? Why don't you try that tip? She text messaged me, are you getting here today on time? Don't forget this, don't forget that. She had to help me with each individual class. She had to help me with all my emotional needs and financial support. All the resources in one spot. Because of my navigator being there with me, honestly, I was able to see each goal that I had, fine-tune when it got a little wacky, get back on track, and stay the course. And I ended up completing all of my classes with a cumulative GPA of 3.8. I'm looking really good for the future. I was accepted into SMU, TCU. I was invited to go to Harvard and Columbia. I chose UNT. The difference between now and the previous time attempting college, I had somebody right here helping me. You're talking about having a person who believes in you when no one else is there.